Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. This is just my go-to glam look. It's actually very, very simple, and this is the look that I go for when I just don't really know what I want to do for makeup, but I do want to feel like glam and put together. This is the look that I typically go for, and it's very, very simple. It seems like a lot of steps when I'm like explaining it, but when I'm just like quickly doing this, I can do it in like 20 minutes, maybe 15. So if you guys are not subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe down below. If you guys want to see how to recreate this look, then let's just jump right in. Alright you guys, so I'm going to start with the eyes, and I'm just going to grab this shade right here. And this is a Morphe M433 brush. I'm just going to apply this right directly into my crease. You don't need to be like really careful with this shade just because I'm kind of just buffing this all into the crease. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It is just kind of like a little bit deeper than the other shade. And I'm just going to put this kind of a little bit lower. And taking this kind of like peanut buttery shade, I'm going to grab that and put this into my outer corner and into my crease as well. Alright, next I'm going into this shade right here, and I'm just going to put this in the same spot. What do you know? Layering these shades here. Next, I'm going to grab this shade right here, this really pretty kind of like pinky shade. I'm going to grab this onto my finger, and I'm going to apply this directly onto my lid. And then I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to apply this in the outer corner. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I'm just going to lightly get that on my brush and just focus this on the outer corner. Then I'm going to take that same shade, and we're going to just apply this a little bit into the crease just to define a little bit, and then we're going to go back over that lid shade just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. So I'm just going to go back into that pink shade. Alright, and then just for my brow bone highlight, I'm going to go into this shade right here and just put this right under the brow. So in the inner corner. We'll probably have to fix this once we do our concealer. And then just to kind of deepen out the outer corners, I'm going to go into this shade right here. And I'm just going to put this right on the outer corner. This seems like a lot of steps, but when I'm doing it really fast, it's not. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a kind of flat brush like this, and I'm going to go into this black down here, and I'm just going to push this up against my lash line, just so that we don't have to worry about doing liner, because I'm going to put lashes on, but I want them to blend good. Now I'm just going to quickly apply some mascara and these Kiss number 11 lashes, and I will be right back. Alright, so we are back with the lashes. I did slightly line the top just to kind of blend my lash, but I didn't do like a crazy wing or anything. I just did like a little flick. So let's move on to the face. So for my primer, I've been using the Fenty Beauty Primer just because in the summer it's really hot, so when I get kind of sweaty, I want like a matte primer, so that's why I use this. So I'm just going to pump a little bit of that on my hands and put this in the areas that I get oily, which I don't normally get oily, but in the summer when it gets hot, I do. So I like to just put this kind of in those areas. This primer smells so good. Alright, and then for foundation, I've been loving this combination. So I've been mixing these two foundations. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick, and this is the Covergirl Healthy Elixir Foundation. So we have a drugstore and a high-end. They're both good on their own, but for some reason, I love mixing these. So what I like to do is take the stick. This is in the color Sand, if you are wondering. And what I like to do is just apply like 3 stripes of this on my face. Then I do 1 on my chin, a little bit on my forehead, a swipe down my nose, and just like a little bit right there. And I know this color looks dark, but my skin is dark, so I like to match my skin because I never tan my face. And then I'll go in with my other foundation, the Covergirl one, and what I will do is pump a little bit of that on the sponge, like that, and then I will go in and start to blend them together. And I am using a Morphe sponge. You can use whatever you like to use, but I feel like a sponge really blends this foundation out nicely. So I know my skin looks a little yellow right now. The lighting is kind of making it look yellowy. In person it's not that yellow, but once we do like concealer and all that, everything will look good. Alright, next up I go in with my concealer, surprise surprise, my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the color Light Neutral. I just apply this right under my eyes, a little bit down my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and then I will just blend all that out. I do like to take this and kind of blend it down my nose just so it kind of creates a little bit of a contour. Alright, so once that's blended out, just take the side that I blended the foundation with and go back over that concealer just so it's not like too stark white, if that makes sense. Like I want it to all blend nice. I do like to go in and do a little bit of a cream contour, so I'm going in with this Wet n Wild cream contour stick. This one's actually a different color than I normally use. This one's dark. It's called Where's Walnut. I used this yesterday and I was like, woo girl, this is dark, but once it's blended out it looks nice. So I like to just apply this on my in the areas that I would normally contour, down my nose, a little bit under my lip. I do like to put a tiny bit right here because it defines my Cupid's bow a little bit. So I'm just going to take that and blend this with my sponge. I've never tried blending this out with anything but my sponge. I don't know how it blends using a brush, but using a sponge, it blends out really nice, as you can see. It just gives you like a really nice contour. And these Wet n Wild sticks are so affordable. I feel like I'm talking about them all the time, but it's for a reason. I actually just really like them. I know that this seems like a lot of steps for like an easy glam look, but it's so simple when I'm like actually doing it and not really, you know, talking it through. If I'm just listening to music and doing this routine, I can do it really quickly, like 20 minutes. Alright, then to set that in place, I've been loving this Colourpop translucent powder. This stuff I really like the way it applies and it lasts throughout the day. So I'm just going to put this right under my eyes. I am going to kind of bring this down my nose as well. I just kind of wipe it away right when I'm done applying it, just because I don't like it to be like too drying. And just to set the other areas of my face that I did not set, I like to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury powder. This is in the color medium, and this e.l.f. kabuki brush, and I just like to set this on the areas that I didn't set with powder. Just like that. And then I'm just going to quickly finish up my eyes. I like to just keep it simple on the under eyes for this look. So I am just going to go in with this like peanut buttery shade, and I'm just going to put this right on the lower lash line very, very slightly. I want to keep my eyes pretty open for this look. but I do like to apply eyeliner because I feel like it just kind of like completes the look in my opinion. I've always loved black eyeliner on the waterline. I just feel like it makes my eyes stand out and pop. So for that, I'm just going to go in with the Flower Beauty eyeliner, and I'm just going to line my waterline. Of course, you don't have to do this. I know a lot of people don't like to line their waterline, but I do. I'm just going to quickly hit the top two. And then I will go in and just kind of smudge this just a tiny bit, just so it's not so like stark. Alright, so now we're done with the eyes. I'm just going to finish off my face. I like to set that contour with a powder. This is the Smashbox Cali Contour Palette. You guys, this has been my favorite contour palette. I've been using this non-stop since I got it. So I am going in with a Morphe M530 brush, and I like to mix these two shades and just apply this on like the outer portion of my cheek. And then I will hit my forehead a little bit. I will take this down my nose as well. I don't take nose contour too serious. Like, I don't have like this like amazing routine to contour my nose. I just kind of wing it. And I feel like it would come out better if I like actually tried, but it is what it is. Then, to warm up my skin, I'm just going to go into this Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And this one is actually the darker one. They have a couple shades, but this one's definitely darker. And I'm just going to hit this on my forehead, pretty much my whole face. And then, I know this is excessive, but I really like this bronzer because it has like a really pretty like shimmer to it. This looks scary as hell in the palette, and I'm telling you, you need a light hand with this. Very, very light. If you do not like warm bronzers or glitter, steer clear from this because it is very glittery, but it's, I don't know, it's not glitter. I don't know how to explain it, but this is the Revolution Baked Bronzer in Rock on World. I really like this because it makes you look sun-kissed, so I barely tap into it. And I just apply it, and I don't know if you guys can see the difference. Probably not, because I barely applied it. But it gives your skin a really pretty glow, and I really like this for my nose. It gives my nose like a really pretty kind of like sun-kissed look. I don't know, I love it. And it kind of works as a blush too. Like, I don't know, I just really like this product. And I will kind of go in and just clean up that a little bit, just so it's not crazy. Alright, moving on to blush. I actually just got this in my BoxyCharm and I really like it. So it is by the brand Note, and it's the Luminous Silk Compact Blusher in the color Desert Rose. This is very pigmented. You barely need to touch it. And I'm just going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks, but kind of like work it outward. To go in and just blend all of that, so it all kind of goes together. If I'm feeling extra, like if I really want this to be extra, I will go in with my powder and I will take my sponge and clean up underneath my contour. This kind of just gives you like a really sharp contour, and it just makes, it cleans everything up if you're a little bit messy. So if you bring your bronzer like too far down, this just kind of like cleans it up. So for my highlight, I've been just loving this highlight, you guys. Like, I haven't put it down. This is the Anastasia Amrezy highlight, and it is so, so pretty. So what I like to do is hit this on my cheekbones, and then I will spray my face, and then I'll go over it with another layer. Not like I need one because like this is blinding, but I'm extra, so. And then I will apply this down my nose. Cupid's bow, chin. I'm actually going to wipe away this because I'm going to set my face and I don't want this to get all weird. So I'm going to wipe that away. as you can see, it just kind of cleaned up everything. I'm going to spray my face with the Make It Last setting spray. This is such a good setting spray. I'll let it dry a little bit because if it's too wet, then your highlight can look really unblended. But when it's still tacky, I'll go in and just hit the highest point here. Just like that. And then what I like to do also after I spray my face is wipe any foundation off my lip, because when you spray your face, it kind of is easier to wipe this off. Alright, so sometimes I like to go in with just like a lip gloss, but I've been really liking this combination. So this is the Wet n Wild, no, this is not the Wet n Wild. This is the Balm Pickup Liner in the color, so I don't see a color on this, but it is like a pinky color. What I like about this lip liner is you can just roll it. So if you're lazy like me and you don't like to sharpen your lip liners, this is the lip liner for you. Oh, maybe not. This lip liner just shit the bed on me. So I'm just going to go in with this Jordana lip liner. This is in the color Rose Crush. I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl Melting Pout matte lip. This one is in the color Ballerina. You guys, honestly, this formula is really great. I feel like it lasts for a really long time, and it just is so comfortable on the lips. It feels really like plushy, and I just really like it. So that completes this look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I was wearing this look in one of my recent videos, and so many of you guys asked me to do a tutorial on it. If I don't know what makeup look I want to go for, this is the look I go for. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!